The Russian sleep experiment has become a fixture in popular culture and internet lore. This creepy story of scientific experimentation gone wrong has been shared and adapted into various forms since its initial publication in 1945. But what is the truth behind this spine-tingling tale? In this video, we'll take a look at the history of the Russian sleep experiment, uncover its origins, and explore its impact on modern culture. We'll also share some interesting facts about the experiment and its aftermath. So, if you're looking for a truly spine-tingling story, then watch on. The Russian sleep experiment was an experiment conducted in the USSR during the 1940s. It involved keeping 5 people in a sealed environment for 30 days without any sleep. The experiment was conducted by a team of Soviet scientists and was intended to investigate the effects of prolonged wakefulness on the human body. The experiment took place in a sealed chamber with 5 volunteers. They were provided with food, water, and oxygen, but their sleep was deprived by the presence of a person in the room who would make noise or talk to them if they were to fall asleep. After 30 days of no sleep, the volunteers began to exhibit signs of severe mental and physical deterioration. They became delusional and were reported to have exhibited violent and paranoid behavior. The experiment was deemed a failure and was quickly abandoned. The Russian sleep experiment has its roots in an earlier experiment conducted by the Nazis during World War II. This experiment, known as the Nazi sleep deprivation experiment, involved depriving people of sleep and then observing the effects on their mental and physical health. The Nazi experiment was conducted on prisoners of war and was seen as a form of torture. It was deemed a failure and was quickly abandoned, as prisoners began to exhibit signs of anxiety, depression, and paranoia. The Russian sleep experiment was first published in a 1945 edition of the journal, Science and Life. The article was written by Soviet scientist Alexander Bogdanov and detailed the results of an experiment intended to study the effects of prolonged wakefulness on the human body. The Russian sleep experiment has become a fixture of popular culture and internet lore. It has been adapted into various forms, including books, films, and video games. It has also been used as a reference in various works of fiction, such as the hit television series, Stranger Things. The experiment has also served as a cautionary tale, highlighting the dangers of scientific experimentation gone wrong. It has been used to illustrate the need for responsible research and ethical considerations when conducting experiments on humans. Interesting facts about the Russian sleep experiment: the experiment was conducted in a sealed chamber with 5 volunteers. The experiment was intended to investigate the effects of prolonged wakefulness on the human body. The experiment was deemed a failure after the volunteers began to exhibit signs of severe mental and physical deterioration. The Russian sleep experiment has become a fixture in popular culture and internet lore. The experiment has been adapted into various forms, including books, films, and video games. The experiment has served as a cautionary tale, highlighting the dangers of scientific experimentation gone wrong.